The world will try to break you, bend you, make you doubt the fire that roars within your soul. But listen to me. You are unstoppable. You were not born to surrender, not built to bow, not designed for mediocrity. You were forged in the crucible of adversity, a warrior sculpted by struggle, refined by resistance, sharpened by every challenge that dared to stand in your way. There will be days when the weight of the world feels unbearable, when the echoes of doubt scream louder than the whispers of hope, when every step forward feels like dragging a mountain behind you. But that's where champions are made. In the trenches of difficulty, in the heart of the storm, where lesser spirits break while the relentless rise. The pain you feel, fuel, the obstacles in your path, stepping stones, the voices telling you to quit, white noise lost in the thunder of your determination. You must understand this. Power is not given, it is taken. It is seized by those unwilling to accept defeat as an option. You don't need permission to be great. You don't need validation to chase what sets your soul on fire. You need only the unshakable belief that nothing can stand between you and your destiny. Every scar, every wound, every hardship you've endured was not meant to break you, but to build you into something greater, something untouchable, something unshakable. You are not fragile. You are not weak. You are not defined by past failures, setbacks, or mistakes. You are defined by your comeback, your resilience, your refusal to quit when quitting seems like the only way out. There is fire in your heart, an untamed, unrelenting, all-consuming inferno that cannot be extinguished by fear, by doubt, by failure, or by pain. Every time you've been knocked down, you got back up. Every time they counted you out, you roared back louder than before. This is your time, your moment, your era of dominance. Stand tall, unbreakable, defiant in the face of every force that dares to stand in your way. The dream is yours for the taking. The victory is waiting to be claimed, but you must fight for it, breathe for it, live for it with every ounce of strength, every drop of sweat, every beat of your heart. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the architect of your destiny, the commander of your fate, the unstoppable force that bends reality to your will. So let them doubt you, let them underestimate you, let them tell you it's impossible, because when the dust settles and the world sees what you've become, they will know that nothing, no force, no failure, no pain, no setback, no one could stop you. Stand up, step forward, and show the world exactly what happens when the unstoppable refuse to break. This is your moment. This is your time. You are unstoppable. And yet, even as you rise, even as you push forward with the ferocity of a storm that cannot be contained, the world will still try to resist you. It will throw walls in your path. It will whisper deceitful lies into your mind, telling you that you are not enough, that you should slow down, that maybe, just maybe, it's better to quit before you fail. But listen closely, because this is the truth, and nothing has the power to stop you except the chains you allow yourself to wear. Fear, illusion, doubt, a mirage built by the weak to justify their inaction, failure. It is not the end. It is the sharpening of the blade, the tempering of steel, the brutal teacher that forges warriors from the ashes of hesitation. And you are not meant to cower. You are not meant to stay silent, to shrink, to accept the limits placed upon you by the small-minded, the fearful, the ones who never dared to chase their own greatness. You were meant to conquer. So let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them watch in disbelief as you shatter every expectation, as you break through every limitation, as you redefine what is possible. Because when you refuse to stop, when you refuse to be held back, when you refuse to give anything less than everything, There is nothing in existence that can keep you from your destiny. You see, the road ahead is not smooth. It is not paved with ease. It is jagged, unrelenting, and unforgiving. But that is exactly why you will own it. Because while others wait for a sign, while others hesitate, while others allow fear to dictate their actions, you move. You take action. You refuse to be paralyzed by uncertainty because you understand that strength is built in the fire of resistance, that growth is born in the discomfort of struggle, that greatness is earned by those who refuse to accept anything less. And when the moment comes, when your back is against the wall, when the odds are stacked against you, when your body screams for rest and your mind begs for relief, that is the moment you must unleash the force within you. That is the moment you must look adversity in the eye and say, "Not today." Because the unstoppable do not surrender. The unstoppable do not retreat. The unstoppable do not settle for almost or good enough. The unstoppable become the force that cannot be denied. You do not need an invitation to be great. You take greatness by force. You do not wait for the perfect moment. You create the moment. You do not hope for the best. You demand the best from yourself every single day with relentless, unshakable, unwavering determination. And one day, one day, when you look back on the path you walked, on the mountains you climbed, on the obstacles you obliterated, you will understand that the only thing that ever mattered, the only thing that ever made the difference was the fact that you never stopped. So rise and keep rising. Chase your vision with the fire of 1,000 suns. Step forward with the unbreakable will of a warrior who refuses to kneel. Tear through every limitation, destroy every excuse, and leave no doubt in the minds of those who ever questioned your power. Because you are unstoppable, and nothing will ever change that. And still, the journey does not end, because an unstoppable force never settles, never stagnates, never grows complacent in its triumphs. Victory is not a destination. It is a mindset, a way of existence, a relentless hunger that refuses to be satisfied. You do not reach the peak and rest. You sharpen your edge, strengthen your resolve, and prepare for the next battle, the next challenge, the next conquest. Because this is not just about winning once. This is about dominating for a lifetime. The fire inside you must never dim, never flicker, never be tamed by comfort or the illusion of enough. The second you stop pushing, the second you ease up, the second you let doubt creep in, you allow weakness to whisper its poison into your soul. But you were not designed to fade into the background, to blend into the masses, to live a life of timid acceptance. No! You were built to break barriers, to shatter expectations, to carve your name into the fabric of existence with the indomitable will of a being who refuses to be overlooked. So what now? What comes after this moment of revelation? This moment where the truth has ignited within you? Action. Not tomorrow, not someday, not when the timing is right, but now. Right now. Because hesitation is the killer of greatness, and regret is the ghost that haunts those who waited too long to start. You have the power in your hands at this very second. The power to move forward, to grind, to chase, to create the reality that belongs to you, not the one handed down by others, not the one dictated by circumstance, but the one you command into existence. Because the world does not give you what you wish for. It gives you what you demand with unwavering resolve, with sweat, with sacrifice, with the kind of discipline that does not falter when things get hard. And believe me, they will get hard. You will be tested. You will be knocked down. You will have moments where everything in you begs for a way out. But in those moments, you will make a choice. The choice to rise again. The choice to push through. The choice to remind the world exactly who you are, an unstoppable force of nature that does not bow, does not break, and does not accept defeat. And when they ask how you did it, when they wonder how you overcame, how you outlasted, how you turned the impossible into reality, you will smile because you will know the truth. You will know that it was never about luck, never about talent alone, never about waiting for the perfect opportunity. It was about the grit, the relentless grind, the refusal to surrender, the unbreakable spirit that took every ounce of pain, every ounce of struggle, and transformed it into fuel. And that is what separates the weak from the warriors, the forgotten from the legends, the average from the unstoppable. So go. Step into your power. Burn through every limitation. Tear through every obstacle. Make them remember your name, not because you were given anything, not because you were lucky, but because you refused to lose, because you stared into the abyss and did not flinch, because you turned every no into a not yet, every failure into a lesson, every setback into a launch pad. Because when the world tried to stop you, when they said you couldn't, when they counted you out, you showed them what happens when a warrior refuses to kneel. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your legend. And no force on this earth, no setback, no failure, no pain will ever be enough to keep you from what is yours. Because you are unstoppable. Now prove it to the world.